Queens, you know. When I was young, I got in a little trouble when I was a kid. And I ain't had to, man. I was born and raised, you know, my mother and father's ministers and evangelists. Just chose to go the wrong route. Ended up going to prison for a little while, and then I got into music in 1994. But when I got home, one of my friends seen me about to go back to prison. And, you know, back on the same path to, you know, recidivism rate or whatever that's called, and go back to prison. My name is Gavin Ray, and he had a child at the time by Salt from Salt and Pepper. They had a place, and he told me he wanted me to be the security there and to watch over Salt, you know, like be basically her personal bodyguard. When I came up from prison, you know, I was a big dude. I was real brolic and all that, but like I said, headed back toward the street. But long story short, they took me in and helped me out and tried their best to keep me out of going back to prison. And then one day we was in the studio in Cheryl's house, and she was sitting there writing, and I'm playing with this keyboard. And then on the keyboard, it had no manual or nothing. Nobody never used the keyboard. It was just there all the time. And she had a rack of keyboards, a whole bunch of keyboards, but it was just a rack. And then she said, man, take this thing home and see if you can figure it out. There ain't no manual, it's nothing. Just see if you could put something together and figure the thing out. And I said, you sure? She said, yeah, you can go ahead and take it home. And I took it home, and I locked myself in the basement and kept picking at the keys to, you know, trying to make it work. These was the cassette tape there. There was no computers, there was no YouTubes, there was nothing. This was just SSL boards, and it was an ASR 10 keyboard, like one of the best samplers on the planet. I wish I had one right now, but the sampler was incredible. And I would sample from cassette tapes of music. Like back then, I didn't even do it from turntables. I would sample from cassette tapes, and then I would take the samples, and I locked myself in the basement. I'm playing, and I took it out to the block. We all hung out on the block on Hempstead and Springfield. And then one day I was in this barber shop, and I had took the ASR 10. I'm making beats and shit in my hood. And I took the beat machine to this barbershop, and I'm in the basement of June and Malik's barbershop in Jamaica and Springfield.